I'm watching it today.
Yeah. Shalom to someone.
Shalom, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
We'll start the class in a second, all right?
Come. Come.
Shalom, Yahweh Shakta. Shalom to that. Are you good?
Shalom, Khan.
Most High in Christ, man. It's lucky for the lateness, but again, it's I.S.U.P.K. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. And today is a history class. We teach classes every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW, 7 to 9. Make sure you log in on Facebook, YouTube, and also Periscope, man. Put your name and location for attendance. 30 days after attendance, you can get yourself a name as well. Again, being a history class, we're going to go to some history. Go into, sexual deviancy. It's a big thing that's plaguing our community, man. A lot of men think they're boys nowadays. A lot of boys think they're women nowadays. There's gender neutral business going on. You know what I mean? I can identify as this. I can identify as that. So we're going to see what God thinks about this. So what history said about this also, man. You know what I mean? So we're going to get that. Any questions, make sure you type them online and we'll get it given to you as well. Is that the one right there? All right, no sweat. Can you see it? Let me see if it's in it here. So if you could, got any questions before we start?
La.
Right, give me Leviticus 20 and 13, Baba Kushar.
Oh, right. Say that again, Leviticus 20, did you say?
And 13, Baba Kushar.
Right. And on Leviticus chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lieth with mankind,
so
as he lieth.
let me give you a background. So we are coming out of Egypt. We was in Egypt for 400 years. We were slaves in Egypt. I think we, what, 413 years, something like that anyway, slightly over. And in Egypt, we learned a lot of things. We saw things that the Egyptians did, and we thought it was normal. And one of those things was men lying with men. Egyptians were known for it. Captain Prasha got some history he's going to pull up in a minute, man, about Egyptian history, which they were known for being sexual deviants, man. In fact, Captain Prasha got a video. It was about what? Homosexuality in Egypt.
That's right.
Which they play for LGBT month, man. Every year to prove to you that they play it to prove to you that it's right because the Egyptians did it. Their motive is their narrative is, look, the greatest civilization, they did it. That's why we should do it. But we're gonna use it to show you that the greatest civilization did it, and that's why we shouldn't do it. That's why we shouldn't be Egyptologists. That's why we shouldn't follow the conscious community. That's our angle. Slack, if you could carry on, Slack, yeah.
God, life with mankind. Life with mankind as he lieth with a woman.
So the Lord is giving us laws. Right now, the Lord is giving us laws. A lot of things we learned in Egypt that we didn't know was wrong. Just like England, a lot of things we learn in England and we think it's normal. Why? Because the law said it's normal. The law said you can't discriminate against this. You can't speak against that. So Moses is giving us laws straight from God's mouth. And one of those laws is if a man lies down with mankind, man. If a male has sex with another male. If a female has sex with another female. Keep it in.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
And the Bible says both of the men have committed an abomination. Both of them have committed a sin, a disgusting, wicked act, both of them. And that's why I like the Bible, man. The Bible don't have no gray areas, man. The Bible don't have no question marks. What should we do, man? He's the gay one because he's, but what about him? The Bible lets you know both of them have committed an abomination, man. Just like with the Sabbath day. Me and a brother was having a dialogue about the Sabbath day. And he goes, yeah, but I can't do no work. I said, but what's work, man? Because if you're talking about picking up a bin, that might be work for him and not work for him. The Lord don't deal in gray areas.
Right.
One man might say, well, I clean my house on Sabbath. Another man might say, oh, that's work. What is work, man? That's a gray area. The Lord don't deal in gray areas. It deals in black and white, man. Do's and don'ts. So when people say, I can't work on the Sabbath, man, well, what is work then, man? One man might think cracking the engine is work. Another man might think, no, it's not. One man might think ironing his clothes is work. Another man might say, nah, it's not to me. One man might think cracking eggs is work. Another man might think it's not. In the Bible, we ain't got that, man. We ain't got what I think this, I think that, man. We got yes and no's, man. White and black, man. No gray areas, man. And likewise with this law right here, there's no gray area. There's no what this man wasn't doing it. He was receiving it. The Bible said both of them men have committed an abomination, man. Both of them men are filthy in the eyes of the Lord, man. Keep it in.
Right. Both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
And both of them men shall surely be put to death, man. That was the punishment of two men lying down together, man. Death. Now don't go out there and kill nobody, man. Our King Christ taught us I teach you subtlety like a serpent, man. You listen, in 2021, God does all the killing. You ain't got to touch nobody, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? God will do all the killing, man. And guess what? God got a good way of punishing people that do acts like this, man. And it's called AIDS, man.
That's right.
It's called herpes and gonorrhea, man. God got his own way of punishing drug dealers, man. You don't go out there and harm nobody, man. God got a way of locking up drug dealers, man. Giving them life behind bars, man. Making people kick open the door, man, and kill them, man. You don't do anything. Listen, when God kills you, no one can argue with that. So just leave it to God, man. What you're supposed to do, black men, is listen to this class, man. Get all the precepts, get all the knowledge, and teach more black men to stop doing this, man. Teach more black men to stop doing this, man. That's what you're supposed to do. In fact, let me get that. What's the one, man? I've sent out many fishers. Give me the book of Jeremiah real quick. This is the season we're in right now.
Jeremiah.
What? Bear with me 1 second. Slovakia.
All right, Jeremiah 16 and 16.
Can't give me Jeremiah 16 and 16, Baba Kusha.
Khan. Jeremiah chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishes.
And that's today. That's today. The Lord said, behold, I will send forth many fishers, man. And we're them fishermen right here, the I.S.U.P.K, man. And you are the fish that we're trying to catch. And when you're trying to catch fish, guess what? You use different tactics, man. And that's what us using. A fisher might be in a deep lake, so he use an anchor so that the hook can sink to the bottom, or he might use a worm, or he might use a net, or he might use a fishing rod. He got to use different tactics depending on where he is, man. And that's us in the I.S.U.P.K, man.
Right.
It's us in the I.S.U.P.K. We use Facebook, internet, Periscope, wherever you are. We even go to the streets, man. Right. We even use Spotify, all these different apps, because we know what our people are on there, man. We are fishermen trying to catch you. Putting up pictures on Instagram, got Instagram page, Facebook page, internet, Skype, all types of ways to catch our people. Why? Because the Lord said he will send forth many fishers, man. That's our job, to fish you in, man, and to clean you up. Christ said, behold, I will make you fishers of men. Christ's 2 disciples were fishermen, and they were catching fish. And Christ said, your loudest job, man. I will turn you into fishermen of men. Don't worry about catching fish. I'm going to show you how to catch people, man, and change their life. And that's what we are, the I.S.U.P.K. We are fishers coming to save your life. That is your job today, 2021, black man. It ain't to kill nobody. It ain't to harm nobody. It's just to teach, man. Just to fish people in here, hand out flyers, direct people to the website. You know what I mean? Give your idea to any good ideas, give it to your camp leader, man. You know about some app that everyone's using. You know about TikTok, or you know how to use TikTok, or you know how to design thumbnails for classes, or you know how to design, what's it called, flyers and so forth. You know, an event that brothers can speak at, where a lot of people go to. You give it to your camp leader, man. That's you being a fisherman of men. Keep it in.
Khan. I've sent for many fishes, as says the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after.
But after, so the Lord sent forth many fishers, and we're going to fish you, man. And that's what we're doing at the I.S.U.P.K, man. That's what we do best. But after this, the time's coming. When Christ comes back, we ain't going to be fishermen no more, man. Keep it in.
Okay. And after, I will send for many hunters.
So, black man, you better listen to these fishermen, man. Because these fishermen are going to turn to hunters one day, man.
Right.
These fishermen ain't going to be trying to convince you to come in the truth, man. They're not going to, we ain't going to be breaking down scriptures telling you it's wrong to be a sexual deviant. If you're a sexual deviant, that's going to be your head, man. Right. We ain't going to convince you and show you that God says it's wrong to smoke weed, man. Smoking weed will cost you your life, man. We ain't going to tell women, stop becoming whores, man. Stop cheating on your man. After a while, listen, the time's coming when that fisherman season's done, man. Them same fishermen are going to turn to hunters, man. And they're going to be looking out for whores, man. They're going to be looking for sexual deviants, man. They're going to be looking for fees, man. They ain't going to be changing them. They ain't going to tell brother, stop doing it. They're going to be looking for you, man. Keep it in.
God, and afterwards I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of gold.
There you go, man. And these men are going to be hunted, man. So guess what? If you don't want to be hunted, I guess you listen to these fishermen, man. if you don't want the hunter coming for you, then you best listen to the fishermen. So that's the best advice I can give him, man. Right. So the fisher or the hunter, man. So yeah. Let me get the next one. What you got from me, other one?
I got homosexuality in ancient Egypt, a video on LBGT done in ancient Egypt, which is done every year in the University of Birmingham, the UCL.
Damn.
I have the Abomination law Act 1533, the Buggery law in Jamaica, and homosexuality in ancient Rome.
All right, give me the one in Egypt first. Bob Shaw. The video. So this is something that they were doing in Egypt. Now you're gonna go out there. You're gonna battle a lot of people. In fact, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna battle everybody. I damn near to a lot of people. You won't battle a lot of people. You're gonna battle everybody. In the I.S.U.P.K, we're training you to battle everybody, because the I.S.U.P.K, we are the people. We are the disciples of Christ. And the disciples of Christ fought everybody, man. Fought Christians, Egyptologists. You know what I mean? Even we are a black movement, and other black movements try to come to us like, oh, but shit, we're both black movements, man. And then they find out we don't like Africans, and even they don't like us, man. Listen, we are against everybody, man. We read the Bible, so Christians are like, oh shit, you read the Bible, okay. You know what I mean? Damn the Muslims, me and you can, we both read the Bible, and they come to find out we don't like white people, man. The I.S.U.P.K stands on no, we are against everybody, man. And that we're teaching you out there to be against everybody also. And when you're against everybody, people are gonna come up with all types of precepts to try and confound you, all types of precepts that you're wrong. And one of them is you're gonna get Egyptologists, man. And they're gonna say this Bible's a homosexual book. It promotes homosexuality. And then they're also gonna say what? You know what I mean? In Egypt, we didn't believe in that. That's not our thing. It is, man. Homosexuality is all throughout Egypt history. It's all throughout Egypt's history. That's why the Lord in the Bible had to say, don't do it. Why? Because they was doing it, man.
Right.
In fact, if it wasn't for the Bible, there'd be no such thing as sexual deviancy, man. There'd be no such thing as homosexuality. It would just be called sex.
Right.
The Bible was the one that said, no, this type of sex is wrong, man. This type of sex is called homosexuality.
That's
the Romans and Greeks just called it sex, man. The Egyptians just called it just normal, just sex. So there's no name for it, man. Something that they would do. This thing, the whole reason why it's condemned, because it comes from the Bible. You read any other history, man, it was normal to them, man. It was normal to them. So if you could other one, we get that for me, Bob. Sure. Is it displaying? You can see that on the screen, to that one.
All
right, cool. One thing. Might speak out. That's 12.
It's a small though. It's small. It's not bold. Not bold. Yeah, you can see it though.
Pause. Pause, okay. Sorry, so can you hear it well?
I can't hear it well.
Right, listen,
again, let me check.
This is the third occasion now that the museum has
go back to the show.
On the first. Hello, I'm John Johnston. I'm doing my PhD at the Institute of Archaeology.
Pause, please, Bob.
Here today in the
and look at that. This is a PhD, man. A professor. So I don't want to hear no black man that read 2 books, man. I don't want to hear no black man that read 2 books and thinks he knows everything, telling me, nah. Homosexuality is not in there, man. It is, man. I'm gonna show that. A PhD, an archaeologist says different, man. No man from the ends that read 2 books can tell me something that an archaeologist says otherwise. An archaeologist, like yeah, man. An archaeologist, like yeah, actually goes to these countries, man. Actually reads the hieroglyphs in Ethiopia. In Egypt, man.
Right.
He ain't no brother that got a fascination with Egypt and smokes weed and watches it from YouTube videos, man. He's actually been there, man. Not only has he been there, he's actually dug up the remains and seen them properly and touched them and can actually speak the language, can speak the metaneta and all that garbage that they speak, man. So don't tell me it's not in there. How do you know? Because I read it myself, man. When his PhD says otherwise, man. Get PhD in your name. I want to hear PhD Tyrone. Then maybe we'll talk, man. Maybe we'll talk until then. Listen, I'm listening to these PhDs, man, that go over there with the brush and dust off all the dust on them dinosaur bones. And, they've seen Tutankhamun's grave in person. I'm not listening to no man from Handsworth, man. So lucky, man. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Listen, if you go to the doctor, do you want the doctor's advice, a man that studied, or do you want some regular anybody, man, to operate on you, man? You take the doctor. And likewise, for my information, I want the man that got the information, man. So lucky, yeah. I don't want the information from a man that don't have the information, man. Excuse me for wanting accurate information. I don't want to listen to Tyrone, man, from number 9, man. What's the
Hughes Road?
Hughes Road, man. What's the tower blocks called, man? Overton Gardens, Barry Towers, man. Nah, man. I want to know from a PhD, man. It's like I said.
Museum of Egyptian Archaeology at University College London to talk a little about LGBT History Month. This is the third occasion now that the museum has celebrated LGBT.
Third year, pause it. And this man laid out his credentials, man. He did it in Birmingham, did it in London, and this is his third year teaching it again. Every year when the LGBT month comes out, this man pushes homosexuality in Egyptology to make the gays feel proud, man. To make them feel like, wow, see, even the Egyptians were doing it, man. So don't tell me this wasn't happening in Egypt, man. It's like it's
On the first two occasions, we held some special lectures, and on this occasion, we've devised a trail of various objects dotted around the museum, which help to illustrate various aspects of LGBT history in the ancient world.
So
one of the objects which has been...
So they're about to go into some LGBT in the ancient worlds, man. What's the ancient world? Egypt was one of them. Rome was one of them. Babylon was one of them. It's going to prove it to you, man. After watching this, you should not wear an anchor around your neck, man. After watching this, you want to get that Nefertiti photo taken down out of your house, man.
Right.
Like, yeah.
And put on display specifically for this month is the tale of Horus and Set, which is told on a papyrus discovered by Petrie at Lahun. It dates from the 12th dynasty and tells the tale of Horus and Set wrangling over control of Egypt following the death of the god Osiris. After many years of this wrangling, Set decides to change his tack and attempts to bed the god Horus, flattering him, telling him that he has beautiful buttocks and muscular thighs.
Oh man, stop that, man. Look at that, man. This is Egyptian history, man. This is a tale in Egyptian history, man. Of Horus and Set, man. Horus and Set were two brothers, man. One, Horus is a god of the sun, and Set is a god of the night, man. Hence why you got the word sunset, nighttime. And what happens is what Egyptians, it's fake, obviously, but what Egyptians believed is that at nighttime, Horus will win the fight. That's why it's nighttime. In the morning, no, at nighttime, Set will win the fight. That's why it's nighttime. But in the morning, Horus would win the fight. That's why it's morning. And these two people fight every day. This is their myth. Every day they fight, and every morning Horus wins. Like somehow Seth don't win 2 times in a row. So for some reason, Set wins once, Horus wins once, Set wins once. Every day forever, as long as you was born. That's the fight. And Set don't get a hat trick sometimes. They don't win twice or nothing. That's what they believe anyway. And it's saying that one day, after a lot of years of wrangling, Horus said, I'm gonna change my tactics, man. And he starts to flatter Seth, man, to get him into bed, tell him how nice his muscles are, man, his thighs are, man. This is in their history, man. Their gods are homosexuals, man. Sexual deviants, man. Don't tell me nothing about this is a black man's religion, man. And yeah, man. And the Bibles are, the Bible promotes sexual deviancy. No, it don't, man. No, it don't, man. But what does is Egyptology. That promotes sexuality, man. That promotes sexual deviancy, man. A man talking about a next man's for, oh, God, man. Where's the boom by song when I need it, man? So I can keep playing.
Right.
It's particularly fascinating that this oldest recorded chat-up line in history actually appears to be a gay chat-up line. We also have this relief from Coptos.
Oh, stop. Look at that, man. So the man getting into it. See that there? What you seeing right there? What you seeing right there is a stone, man. About to read some stones. He's getting into it, man. This is not a book you got of W.H. Smith. For all you self-learned scholars out there that know everything, man. This man is reading stuff that you love so much, man. Classified information. Got the stone, you know what I mean? That's behind the glass case, man. The Egyptians writ themselves, man. That the white man don't want no one touching because they're so precious, man. So delicate. He's right there, got it right there in the glass case, and he's about to read from it, man. So you better pay attention, man. This ain't from W.H. Smith. This ain't from Waterstones and the Works, man. This ain't no YouTube blog that he typed in, man. This is a stone itself, man. And this is a PhD about to read this what's it called? Stele. It's Stele or Steel?
It's a Stele.
Stele, man. Slovakia.
Of the king Neferkare Pepi II, we have a tale from a much later period of Egyptian history, which the noted Egyptologist Sir Alan Gardner described as being quite within the spirit of Herodotus. It relates the story of the king Pepi II clambering up a ladder into his general Sassonet's home late at night and staying there for 4 hours, only leaving after he has done what he desired of him. There are many similar stories to be told by these objects on display in the Petrie Museum.
Man, look at that, man.
For the month of February.
Another story, a man creeping into the king's room, man, and leaving after 4 hours after he pleasured him. Then he said, listen, he goes, in this glass cabinet is many stories that are similar, man. Many. Can you drop that, say, Uncle Shaw? So don't tell me nothing about the Bible got homosexuality. No, it don't, man.
Mm-hmm.
How can the Bible be a homosexual book? But in there it says, if a man does such a thing, he should die.
Right. Exactly.
How can King James be a sexual deviant? In the book that he authorized to get translated, it says a man can't be a sexual deviant, man.
Right.
This book is actually sexual deviant, man.
Right. And Slacky other one.
Go on.
We know he got the translated, but people think he wrote it himself. So why would if he wrote it himself according to their mindset, then why would he leave that in there, man?
There you go, man. King James didn't write it, but if he did, why would he put it in there, man?
Right. Yeah.
Listen, you're gonna find out something else. Listen, all it is, just like anything, you need a teacher, man.
Mm-hmm.
I.S.U.P.K, we're them teachers, we'll break it down to you, man. You know what I mean? Just start listening to these blogs. Let me tell you something about the internet, man. The internet's a place where you can get internet's like it's like going food shopping, man. You get whatever you want, man. If you want some information proving that Christianity is wrong, you go to the internet, man, and you get sites showing that Christianity is wrong. If you want information showing you how Islam is wrong, you would get that, man. If you want information about Egyptology and they're wrong, you would get that, man. Whatever you want on the internet, will give it to you, man. It's like going shopping. And you got people that love Egypt, the people that love Egypt, and they will type in Egyptology and they get all this information on how great Egypt was, man. And there's people that hate the Bible, and guess what? They go online, and then the internet will show them all these so-called contradictions. Will show them so-called homosexuality in there. They don't understand it, man. You need to come to the I.S.U.P.K, man. Listen, all these sites can't be wrong. Can't be right, sorry. They can't be right. They all can't be right. One website says Islam's the way, one says Christianity is the way. Evidently, you all can't be right, man. You need to come to the I.S.U.P.K, get taught properly, man. Give me Deuteronomy 22:5, Baba Kushar.
So that's the other one. Just like you were saying, you said like the internet, right? But that's like also like Speaker's Corner, man.
That's right.
I mean,
everyone got an opinion. Everyone got something to say. Everybody is right. That's all it is, man.
Right. Deuteronomy Salakia too. Deuteronomy 5. Okay. Oh, the woman. Salakia one. Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
And this is another law, man, that we got in the Bible, which is against what you see today, against gender neutral, man. The Bible says the woman should not wear that which pertaineth unto the man. Meaning no cross-dressing, man. You shouldn't see someone from behind and think, is that a woman or is that a man? I can't. No, don't like them great areas. You're supposed to see someone. You're supposed to see a woman and go, oh, that woman over there. Even though she's way down the road, man.
Right.
No, don't. Yo, I'm not too sure, you know. Is that a man? I can't too tell, man. And why did the law say this? Because guess what? Egyptians did this, man. Egyptians crushed this, man. You tell me, why did Egyptian men have wigs on, man? Why did the Egyptian men have eyeliner on their eyes, man? They was doing what the Bible says not to do, man. Men will shave their hair and put on a wig. Put on a wig, man, looking like a woman. Men will have eyeliner and all types of eyeshadow on their face, man. That's what women did. The Bible said the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto the man. Talking about cross-dressing, man. Keep it in.
Okay. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And a man should neither put on a woman's garment, man. RuPaul is sinning according to God, man. All them butch women, man, walk around like with their short hair and, you know, walk around with a tank top on, man. With their big breasts, man. Salakia. Some big breasts. Lesbians, it's mad because lesbians seem to have the biggest breasts, man. You know what I mean? You're meant to be all macho and bush. Look at them big breasts, man. Trying to hold it down with some training bra and stuff, man. We see them big breasts you're working with, man. So act like some man. The Lord said that's a sin, man. That is a sin, man. It's a sin for a man to put on woman's clothes, man. And they try to make it funny You watch them pantomimes, see the man come out with the woman's clothing and stuff. That ain't funny, man. And they do this from young. Back in the day, we used to watch Bugs Bunny, man. And Bugs Bunny used to have scenes where he was dressed as a woman, man. And that's where they try to get your children from young. So if you, it's funny, Bugs Bunny got a dress on, man. This is against God right here, man. This is a sin against God, man. But they teach you, it's jokes, man. Nothing's wrong with it, man. It's fun. Got Bugs Bunny. Remember, was it Bugs Bunny that you used to kiss Elmer Ford and all that? It's Bugs Bunny have like some wig on or something or some dress on, man.
One of them.
And guess what? You thought it was fun. No one told me it was wrong. Our parents didn't know. We was watching that, man. And now in 2021, we feel it's okay to do so. Why? Because you've been seeing Bugs Bunny do it if I'm a youth, man.
Right.
You've been seeing Bugs Bunny do it from you was young, man. And you think it's normal, man. You watch them pantomimes and you think, oh yeah, it's normal, man. When these things ain't normal. Give me Deuteronomy 23:17, Baba Kushar.
I'll just finish that off, other one. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord our God.
And any man that does such a thing is an abomination, man. It ain't funny. It's not a joke. I know it's just a pantomime. It's not, man. It's an abomination unto God. God said so, man. God says so. If you're a man, you should be putting on no bra, man. You're a woman, you should not be putting on some baggy top with your hat backwards, man. Trying to chirp other girls, man.
Right. It's
ridiculous, man. I heard a lot of women that deal in sexual deviancy. I heard that they're virgins anyway, man. A lot of them is virgins, man. They ain't really experienced a man anyway. And the day you do, trust me, man. You get one of these soldiers in UPK, you ain't going back, man. It's a lot. you ain't going back, man. These men in UPK, they don't smoke. They don't smoke. They got all that stamina, man. So you ain't going back, man. And a lot of women who are also sexual deviants, they just hurt, man. A man broke their heart, so they feel like, I ain't never trusting a man again, man. And they go for a woman. It's ridiculous, man. But you'll find out, man. Give that in Deuteronomy, Baba Kushar. It's 25. What did I say? 25 and 23 and 17, Baba Kushar.
God. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
Read that again.
God. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel.
You hear that? You know, the law that black people must follow, man. And the law is a black woman is not allowed to be a whore, man. If a black woman got a man, she must stay with that man. She can't have a next one, man.
Right.
A black woman can't go to the club on Friday talking about, I'm putting on a good dress, man. I'm all purpose just because a man pissed me off, man. That is against the law. You know how you know what? The same way it's against the law to drive 40 in a 30. In our kingdom, it's wrong for a black woman to have a man at home, man, talking about, you know what? Ladies leave your man at home. Because what you go? Because the club is full of ballers and the pockets are full grown, man. That is a sin if you're a black woman in our kingdom, man. Today is having ballers going out, leave your man at home, you know what I mean? Let's go out today, have a ladies' night, man. In the kingdom, that's a sin, man.
Right.
It's a sin for a woman to have a man and say, well, you know what, he ain't treat me right, man, so I'm gonna go get someone else, man. It's a sin for a woman to be a whore in our kingdom, man. That's how righteous we are. We're so righteous, it's like it's against our laws, man, to be a whore. You done?
That's Khan. Nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
And another law is against the law for a man to be a sodomite in our kingdom, man.
That's
it's against the law for a man to like another man. Let me tell you something. If you're a man and you like other men, you got demons on you, man. You got demons on you, and you need to come get fixed, man. You need to come and get fixed, man. And if you can't shake that demon, then guess what you're supposed to do? Be with nobody. That's what you're supposed to do. You can't shake it, be with nobody, man. But you, in the Bible, you are not allowed to lie down with another man. I don't care. They say I was born this way. Number one, you weren't born this way, man. And even if you was, you need fixing. There's kids out there that play with fire. What do we say? Well, he's born this way. Let's leave him to play with fire. No, man. You make sure you fix him. There's kids out there that are bad in school, man. Do you say to them, well, they're bad in school, let's leave them, man? No, man, you fix them, man. And likewise, if you're a man and you feel that type of way, you need to get fixed, man. You need to come into the ISUPK and get fixed, man. And we will fix you. Them same men out there looking all soft and, soft and feminine. We give you a couple years, man. You have 3-4 wives, man, in the I.S.U.P.K, man. We'll make sure of that. Read that again. There
shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel.
There you go. And our sons are forbidden to be sexual deviants, man. If you could give me Romans 1:1.
Romans 1:1. Romans chapter 1, verse 1. Paul, a servant of YAHWH, called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of God.
So this is Paul speaking to the brothers in Rome. People read the book of Romans. If you all see Paul speak to the Romans, man, nah, man. Just like today, you're considered a British citizen if you got a brown passport, man. You got a red book, you're considered a British citizen. But you got a red passport, David Cameron got a red passport, but both of you are two different races, man. And likewise, there were brothers in Rome, man, but they weren't white, man. And Paul speaking to them. And it starts off with Paul, a servant to YAHWH, called to be an apostle, separated unto the gospel of the Lord, man. 1 second, let me improve it. I'm talking to you. Give me verse 7.
Go on, verse 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of God, called to be saints.
There you go, man.
Great.
Paul said he's speaking to them brothers who are in Rome, who are beloved of God. And who are those in Rome that are beloved of God, man? Let's find out. Give me Baruch 4. Baruch 3 and 33. Baruch 3 and 33. So Paul's, just like any letter, if you read any letter, it starts off with to Mr. So-and-so, to Mr. Smith, and writing to you regards to this. And Paul did the same thing. Paul said, Paul, an apostle, to those in Rome who are loved of God. So that means anything in the book of Romans is written to these people who are what? In Rome and beloved of God. So when we read that Paul goes, you know, Christ died for your sins, we know it's talking to who? Those in Rome who are beloved of God. We ain't got to guess and think it's talking to the whole world. We ain't got to fight with no Christian. Everything in this letter is written to those who are in Rome and who are beloved of God. Now let's find out who is beloved of God in Baruch 3 and 33.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 33. He that sendeth forth light, and it goeth, calleth it again.
Keep going.
And it obeyeth him with fear. 34. The stars shine in their watches and rejoice. When he called them, they say, Here we be. And so with cheerfulness they showed light unto him that made them.
1 second. Go on, give me 36.
Verse 6. He has found out all the ways of knowledge and have given it unto Jacob, his servant.
The Lord found all the ways of knowledge and gave it to us, gave it to Jacob. That's why we know what to eat and what not to eat. That's why the Chinese got coronavirus. And if we was ruling, we wouldn't have that. Because the Lord gave us all the ways of knowledge, man. Keep it in.
And has given it unto Jacob, his servant, and Israel, his beloved.
And who's the beloved of God? Israel, man. He said, Israel, his beloved. We, according to the Bible, are the beloved of the Most High, man. So if you go back to Romans 1 and verse 7.
Romans chapter 1, verse 7. To all that is in Rome, beloved.
So Paul is speaking to all those that are in Rome. So a Christian will hear that and say, yeah, see, it's everyone in Rome, man, the Chinese, the white, the Arab, everybody. Keep it in.
Called to be saints.
There you go. So Paul speaking to all those in Rome that are beloved and called to be saints, man. And we know who the saints are of God, man. Psalms 147, man. Israel are the saints, and Israel is the beloved, man. So everything in here is talking to black people only, man.
That's right.
I can't pick up a letter written to Tazarpan and be like, oh shit, they want me to pay the gas bill tomorrow. Nothing to do with me, man. The letter said to Zarpan, man. We writing from British Gas. You know what I mean? In arrears. Everything in that letter applied to Zarpan, man. And they're reading a book that's written for the saints, man. Written for the beloved, man. Talking about, because Paul said, we're all clean by the blood of Christ. So Paul said that, man. He didn't. To all those that are beloved, man.
That's right.
He didn't.
So lucky other one, you nearly moved the gas bill there, you know. I got issue with gas as well, you know.
So lucky that was spiritual. So lucky.
Killing me with these bills. But yeah. God, grace.
Give me verse 24, Baba Kushar.
24. God. 24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
And look at this, man. For all them people saying about, yeah, but God didn't agree with that in the Old Testament, but in the New Testament, God's for it, man. God's all love. Paul ain't saying that, man. Paul saying God will give you up to uncleanness, man, to dishonor your body. Dishonor your body if you're a man lying down with another man. If you're a man having sex with whores, man. If you're a man taking drugs, man. You're a man dishonoring your body. Keep it in.
God, who changed the truth of God into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the creator.
And that's what the oppressors done. The oppressors changed the truth of God into a lie, man. The truth of God said a man shouldn't be with a man, but they say no, it's love, man. You can do what you want, man. The truth of God said God loves black people only, man. And they go, no, God died for the whole world, man. Keep it in.
God, who is blessed forever. Amen. 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affection. And
God said, for this cause, because we love lies, because we love to be lied to, for this cause God gave us up to vile affection, man. Vile means disgusting, and affection is a feeling that you feel inside. And when a man loves another man, that is a vile affection, man. That's a disgusting feeling that it feels inside. When a woman swears she loves another woman, when a woman's crying over a girlfriend, that is a vile affection, man. A disgusting affection that God has given us up over unto, man. Keep it in.
God. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
And the Bible says the woman changed the natural use, man. The use she was made for, she changed the natural use against that which is against nature. So the woman, the way that's natural, how a woman's supposed to be, and she's changed it to be against nature. What is the natural use for a woman, man? Does anyone know?
God.
Go on, top one.
To bring forth children, man.
There you go, man. A woman has a womb for a reason, man. A woman has a monthly period every month, man. Why? Because her body is made to have children. But guess what? Right. She abandoned. When you're a lesbian, you abandon that natural use, man. You abandon your natural use and do that which is against nature. A woman is made to have children, man. Her private parts open big so a baby's head can come out of there, man. And you're talking about, I want to be with a woman, man.
Right.
You're going against nature. It's natural for you to have children. It's natural for you to conceive seed. It's natural for you to be in labor and push out children, man. And you're going against the natural cause of what God made you for, man.
That's right. Come on. 27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman.
And also the men, man. And this is what you see in 2021. Men are leaving the natural use of the woman.
Right.
A natural use of a woman is a man. A man's supposed to like a woman and be turned on by her, and, and aroused and like her, whatever the case may be, man. And men are leaving the natural use of the woman. They say, nah, it's okay, man. I like him instead, man. No, I don't want her, man. I want him instead, man. I'm going to the LGBTQ, Z1, whatever. Sound like some cheat code, man. You ever played PlayStation before? Sound like some cheat code, man. I'm going there, man. Leaving these women, man. Leaving these women, man. So some women can tell you horror stories, man, about how their man wouldn't have sex with them no more. And the thing, what's the problem? What's with him, man? Come to find out, man, the man likes other men, man. That's the man leaving the natural use of a woman, man.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Even in science, man, in science they'll tell you a woman's supposed to be turned on by a man's broad shoulders and whatnot. and a man's supposed to be turned up by a woman's breast. That's natural, man. That's what's supposed to happen. Look at the animal kingdom, man. Look at the, how do you think dogs are born? Because a male dog has sex with a female dog, man.
That's right.
Even what's it called? Magnets. The negative of the magnet attracts the positive of the magnet, man. And when you put the negative to the negative or the positive to the positive, what's the word? It compels. They push away from each other, man. They push away from each other. Even science will tell you that, man. The old saying called opposites attract, and they got that from the magnet because the opposite poles attract, man.
That's right. Life
wouldn't exist if everything was unnatural, man. How you want it, you wouldn't be that same sexual deviant who's pushing LGBTQ. All them people in the crowd of LGBTQ, whatever you call it, man, wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for a man and a woman, man.
That's right.
You love cows and beef and ox and all types of stuff. All those stuff, all that meat that you like, wouldn't be alive if it was for LGBTQ, man.
Right. Burned, Salakia, leaving, and likewise also men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust, one toward another. Oh God. This is men burning in their lust, liking other men, man. Loving other men, and what you see today, man. Right. If Christ don't come back in this thing, man, I don't want to be alive, man. I can't bear to see it, man. Because the way I see the world going, I can't bear to see it. I can't, man. You're gonna have this on TV for your kids to see. It's gonna be in the cartoons. Listen, man. Already, man. You watch that show Power. Every minute there's a gay scene in there, man. Like sex scenes were uncomfortable as it is, man. Now it's gay scenes everywhere, man. And listen, what the future got in store for us, man. It's gonna be scary, man. It's gonna be scary. So lucky we got a lot of teaching to teach our children, man, and to teach our people also, man. Keep it in. Right. Men with men working that which is unseemly.
You hear what God said? God said men with men is unseemly, man. Meaning it's wrong, man. God said that in the Bible, man. Don't tell me I'm homophobic, I'm anti this and anti that. I am pro-Bible, man. That's what I am, man. I am pro-Bible, and the Bible says when a man lies down with a man, it is wrong, man. Didn't say it's love. Didn't say it's his business, you know. Didn't say, well, it's my thing. The Bible said it's unseemly. God said that, man.
That's right.
I'm reading the Bible. This Bible's bought from Waterstones, man. You know what I mean? You put it on the shelf, I bought it, man. I believe it. And God said it's unseemly for a man to do that, man. God said it's wrong for two men to do that, man. God said it's wrong for little Nas X to be running around and making videos, lap dancing on the devil, man. God said that, man. God said it's wrong for Boy George to put on makeup, man, and that crazy hat, man. The Bible said that. Keep it in.
About each to their own, you know what I mean?
Exactly, about each own. God don't say that, man. The Bible don't say that, man.
Right.
It was LGBTQ parade a couple years ago, man, and there was loads of Christians there, man. So I'm thinking, oh shit, these Christians come to burn down. You want me to come to burn down the thing, man? Listen, I was surprised, man. These Christians were part of it, man. There was a part of it. You can go see it on YouTube, man. You can go see it on YouTube. Also, I'm a Christian and I'm gay. I listen to this 2021 now, man. This is like 4 years ago. I'm still confused, man. Every day I wake up, every couple of days I wake up and scratch my head. I'm trying to fathom it, man. And that's how it's going. And now, guess what? They can even marry in the church, man. The one place that's against them, they can marry in there, man. Imagine that. Imagine a man putting a ring on the next man, holding his big top, man. Oh, scary, man.
And Slaki other one, and that's why we need to get out them churches, man, because you know what I mean. It's gonna, if we stay in there, we're just gonna burn. Going in, integrating into that burning house, man. We're staying there, we're destroyed, man.
And the I.S.U.P.K is the only place that won't compromise.
That's right.
Church compromise. They said, we can't go against them. If we go against them, they're a powerful movement and they'll shut us down. Okay, let's marry men, man. The I.S.U.P.K are not gonna compromise, man. We're not gonna do it, man. All these Africans in the UK, and guess what? We still don't recruit no Africans, man. They still can't come in here, man. Every other Israelite camp, even the radical ones, man, say, yeah, you can come in here now, man. Some put white people in, some put Africans in. The I.S.U.P.K said, hell no, man. And the I.S.U.P.K, we get all the smoke, man. The LGBTQs against us, the Africans are against us, the white man's against us, Christianity, Islam, Muslim, the conscious community, Rastafarian, all of them are against us, man. And we don't bend. We don't bend. Sometimes I don't know who's talk to. Sometimes I'll be talking to somebody, the conversation going nice, man. I'm like, in 5 minutes, I'm about to tell you I disagree. In 5 minutes, man. I've been talking to a black man, yeah, man, because black people need to fix up, man. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, man, so good, man. And I feel it coming. Yeah, man, let's go to Africa. I'm like, oh, here we go. And I got to get in there, man. Every conversation, me and the man just can't agree. I got to ruin it. That's because the I.S.U.P.K, we stand alone, regardless of all the slap we're going to get, regardless of all the enemies we're going to make. It's going to happen, man. You know the ones that are the one. You meet a black woman or something and she's talking about pro-black. It's going so well, man. And then you're like, yeah, but you know the black man's over the woman, right? And it's there you go, man. You know you're not a queen, the empress. It's just it's a shame, man. You know what's there. But keep it in.
Burning their lust one towards another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense for their error.
So the Lord said, men with men working that which is wrong are going to get the recompense, man. A recompense is a payback. So they're going to get that payback from God, man. When they get AIDS, that's that payback, man.
Right.
When they get all them sexually transmitted diseases, that's the payback from God, man. For their error, for the thing that they've done wrong, God will recompense them for it, man. Keep it in.
Which was met.
Which was meat. Meat is an old English word, means good. The Lord said when they get AIDS, it's good for them, man.
Right.
When they're in the age was skinny and dying, the Lord says it's good for them, man.
Right.
That's the Bible. Listen, don't be angry at me. I don't give no one AIDS, man. So luck, yeah. I can't give no one AIDS, man. I don't walk around shooting, what's it called, that gun with the needle in there. Yeah. I don't give no one AIDS, man. God gave him. God said when they get it, it's good, man. You're supposed to see what happens to a man with AIDS and say, yo, listen, I don't want to end like him.
That's right.
You're supposed to keep skinny and sucked out, and you're supposed to see Rolling Ray with all them 30B burns, man, and say, shit, I don't want to end like him, man. That's what the Lord does to homosexuals. I don't want to be him and change your life, man. God says it's good for them, man. Keep it in.
Khan 28. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind.
All right, no sweat. Give me verse 32. Get to the point.
Verse 32. Who's knowing the judgment of God, that they which commit such things are worthy of death.
You hear that? And the Bible said, in the New Testament, man, in the New Testament, I thought God was all loving. God said, anyone that does such a thing is worthy of death, man. He's worthy to die, man. Keep it in.
Not only do the same.
And not only the people that do it, not only the men that lay down with men, not only the women that lay down with women. Who else is worthy of death? Keep it in.
But, Salakia, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
And all those that have pleasure in it also, man, they're worthy of death also, man. That man talking about, yeah, I'm not gay myself, but I support the cause. You know, I believe a man should, be happy. You know what I mean? I ain't a sexual deviant, but I go to the LGBT parade and wave my flag, man. I'm down for the cause, man. We want to fight oppression. I want people to come out of their shower, man, and be happy, man. But I ain't gay, but I'm a vicar. I got my license, and I would marry 2 men. Yeah, man, I'll do that, man, because you know what I mean? This is God-given right, man. Not only them that do it, but them that have pleasure in it also, man.
Right.
Them that help push the cause, man. Them that don't, I don't disagree with it. I'm all for it, man. You're worthy of death also, man.
That's right.
What's that famous one? Enough Road, man, in his gay pride events, man, talking about the selling drugs, man. Yeah, right, man. Talking about, because them gays love them pills, man. It's about to be, yeah, right, man. If I was in the world, if I was in the world, listen, you would never catch me at them events, man. I don't care how much money I'm turning up, man. Me and no sexual deviant can't be exchanging hands, man. So lucky I'm not putting no pills in that disgusting hand, man. Them hands, God knows what them hands have been, man. All types of rads, man. So sexual deviants are nothing like, they make out like they're just like us. What, they're not straight? Nothing like us, man.
Wow.
How is it? Straight people go to a club, meet a girl, talk to her, exchange numbers properly, man. Sexual deviants having all orgies in the bathroom, man. You know what I mean? What kind of shit is it? You got nothing to do. I just like men, man. You're just a freak, man.
Right.
You're just kinky and just crazy, man. So, I'm lying. This is, oh, God. Something else, man. Anyway, give me 2 Samuel 1:26.
I just want to say on this note as well, like all this wickedness and abomination, what we just read about, you know, men with men, women, and so on and so on, and those that also take pleasure in them, man. Like, oh, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Each to their own, all that, right? Like, if a man is to have more than one wife, they got a big, massive problem with that. But they ain't got no issue with some disgusting nastiness with 2 men, man, or 2 women, man.
There you go.
Like,
I couldn't say it better myself. Something that's lawful that God says that it's a man can have himself multiple wives, man. It's his choice. But listen, if you ever do that, oh my God, listen, you'll be the worst man in the world, man. There was a white man one time that had 2 women. One he was married to on paper, and the other one was they called her his mistress, but both his wives. And listen, man, this man was on GMTV, all types of talk programs, and they was asking him questions like, so how do you do this? Why do you ever trying to pick his brains and find out what is wrong with him? But nothing's wrong with him. Meanwhile, homosexuals are everywhere, and no one will interview them. No one will even ask about their love life. It's just normal. No one sits down with Boy George, and go, Boy George, but what's with you and these men, man? Why you like these men for, man? When that's what they should be doing. You like more than a woman, you're crazy, you're mad, something's wrong with you, man. And the world won't accept you if you like more than one woman. It won't happen, man. They'll go to your woman and say, yo, you crazy. You know what I mean? Don't let him do that. You got low self-esteem, man. You know, he's using you, he's playing you, man. Don't stand for this. But a man can be with another man, and the world's like, well, you know, that makes him happy. But guess what? Having multiple wives makes us happy, man. Why no one can't be happy for us, man? So luck, yeah. But where's the multiple wife parade, man? I want a multiple wife parade. Why we can't get that? It's lawful. Right. It's natural, as the Bible says. It's natural, as science says, man. For a man to lie down with a woman. So why don't we have a parade for that, man? Right. Instead, we got a parade for something that ain't natural, man. Something that God's against, man. And guess what? People ain't gonna listen, man, until the Lord gotta bring more plagues, man, and more plagues and more plagues, man.
That's what it is.
So lucky, get that for me, Samuel's.
Samuel's.
It's 2 Samuel 1:26. This is a famous scripture that they like to use to say homosexuality is in the Bible. As we know, it's nowhere in the Bible.
2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 26. And 2 Samuel 1:26. And the young man that told him said, as I happened by chance upon Mount Gilboa, behold, Saul leaned upon his spear, and lo, the chariots and horsemen followed hard after him.
Where you at?
2 Samuel chapter 1, verse 6.
No, 26, I believe it is.
Oh, 1:26.
Yeah.
Can 1:26. I am distressed for thee.
So this is sorry to cut you. If you read the Bible, Samuel and David were tight brethren, man. You know what I mean? Samuel used to work for King Saul. King Saul was the king at the time, and when King Saul was, ruling, King David was a young man that worked for King Saul, man, that was fighting his army, and King Saul had a son that was the same age as David, or around the same age. And what happens when a man has a son the same age as you? What happens when you meet someone the same age as you? You grow tight with them. You become friends, meet women, fight in the same army together, man. You go tight, man. And that was King Saul and Jonathan. King Saul and Jonathan was tight, man. You know what I mean? And what happened was King Saul hated David, and David had to go on the run. But Jonathan was like, you know what, my dad's tripping, man. David's shaming. It's a shame we got to part ways, man. I love him. You are tight, man. You're my brethren, man. Oh, boy. You know what I mean? Go out there, go on the run. It gave him a garment, gave him a shield, some money. Like, go, man, go do your thing, man. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to see you dead. And this is what we're reading right now. Keep reading.
Okay. 2 Samuel 1:26. I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me.
There you go. So these people read that and go, see, he's gay, man. So he said, very pleasant have that been to me, man. Listen, there's one thing you don't understand, man. This Bible is written in Old English, man. Old English, poetic language. It'll say stuff like, my chambers, my this, my that. What? The conversation they had didn't sound like this, man. This Bible was translated in the 1600s. In the 1600s, that's how people taught, man. That's how they taught. In the Bible, it's like lo, which means look, and oh Lord. Oh Lord sounds so poetic, but really it didn't say that, man. It's just Lord. Like when you read it, what's a Romeo and Juliet? Oh Romeo, thou art this. So it might sound all romantic, but that's not how he actually said it, man. What it was, these words were translated in a time where this is how British people spoke. So it sounds all romantic and nice, but that's not what he's saying, man. Keep it in.
That's right. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. Thy love to me was wonderful.
There you go. So they read that and go, oh my God, his love was wonderful. He's not saying that, man. That's saying like if I say, yo, listen, I love him, man. You know what I mean? Listen, like you know how long me and his brother been rolling. I love this guy. I love him to bits, man. You translate that back then, it might sound that way, but that's not what it meant, man. The Bible said King David was a man after the Lord's heart, man. Your heart is your mind. Whatever the Lord thinks, King David felt the same way. And what did the Lord think about homosexuality? The Lord said it's wrong, man. So guess what? King David felt the same way. So this conversation you're reading can't mean what you think it means, man. Can't mean what you think it means. The Lord said King David was a man after his own heart, man. So King David would never have no sexual conversation like Horace and Seth, man. He would never do it, man. You're reading it in the 1600 English, in Old English, so it sounds that way, but that's not what it meant, man. Like you go, yo, listen, man. Yo, listen, I love him, man. Yo, I love this brother, man. I got love for him and his family. I love all of them.
Salakia, that's my charging, man. You get me? My
charging, man. My dog, my troops, man. My party, my brother, man. My right hand. All the words there, man. All it means is this is my brethren, man. My guy. But the man goes, all right, listen. When Americans say, yo, this is my what say? This is my man right here. This is my man right here, man. It don't mean this is my boyfriend. Right. You don't mean this is my man, the man I lie down. This is my man right here, man. Like this man here is mine. Like, yo, that tight. Like when something's yours, you own it. It don't belong to no one else. So when they go, yo, this is my man right here, you know. Right. I mean, this is mine, belongs to me. It's my brother, man. This is my brother. That's what it means, man. But again, if you're homosexual yourself, you're reading something, oh shit. Yeah. Some gay stuff happening here. Could you just gay yourself, man? I feel like I can read that.
Passing the love of women.
And there you go. They go, wow, King David loves Jonathan more than women are so gay. Listen, they don't mean that, man. Right. Let me tell you something. King David was more. You're talking about King David's gay. He had loads of wives, man. He had more wives than you. What it means, he loves his brother more than women, man. You know when men say what? Home is over hoes.
Right.
Or people say money over bitches. Excuse my French. That's what it meant, man. Listen, I love women. But listen, I love you more, man. You know I love women. I got loads of wives. But if you used to call me talking about you're in trouble, listen, I'm going to leave them for you, man. That's what it meant, man. That's what it meant by that. Not meaning he loves King Jonathan, man. He didn't love him like that, man. This is my dog, man. I'll die for you, man. That's what it meant, man. That's what it meant. Listen, I could be with my wife, and if you call me talking about you're in trouble, listen, we're going to go sort that out, man.
That's right.
That's what it meant. You see the movie Belly? When DMX gets a phone call from Nas and he jumps at the bed like, yo, I'll go handle that, man. That's what it means by I love you more than women, man. I love my wife, my kids, but listen, I love you more, man.
Right.
That's what it meant, man. It wasn't no homosexual acts, man. That's right. Nothing like that, man. Let me get that.
Man.
Let me get the scripture up on about right now. Give me first. One second. Yeah, give me Acts 13:22. Let's find out about this man called David, man. Let's just find out if he was gay for real, man.
Acts chapter 13, verse 22. And when he had removed him, he raised up unto them David to be their king.
So after the Lord got rid of Saul, because Saul was wicked, and the Lord got David, the same David that was good friends with what? Jonathan, man. He raised up David to be the next king. We done?
To be their king, to whom also he gave testimony and said, I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after my own heart.
Look at that, man.
Wait.
David was a man after God's heart, man.
That's right.
David was a man that thought how the Lord felt, man. Your heart is your mind. He said, I found a man who thinks how I think, man. He's after my heart, meaning what I want, he wants also, man. And the Lord said, what about this type of living? He said, it's wrong, man. So that anyone that does such things should be put to death, man. Not only them that do so, but them that think it's okay also. So guess what? David felt the same way. The Lord said a man shall not cross-dress, man. And if David thinks how God thinks, then guess what? David feels the same way. The Lord said a man shall not lie down with mankind. And if David is a man that thinks how the Lord thinks, then David must feel the same way. So you know what that means? The conversation that you read about David does not mean what you think it means, man.
That's right.
It does not mean what you think it means, man. Suck it, other one. Get the one about the king with the man outside his chamber. Come on. No, he isn't. Any question online, real quick, just let me know. And any questions up, ones, let me know as well.
Songs of Solomon 3 and 8.
You could give me Songs of Solomon 3 and 8.
Songs.
In the Apocrypha, Songs of Solomon. No, Songs of Solomon in the Bible. Sorry,
Yeah.
No, not Wisdom of Solomon. Songs of Solomon in the Bible. Slack, 3 and 8. You got it, yeah?
Almost got it. Just jump up. What chapter?
To get still. It's a tricky book still.
Yeah. Small card. Which one, Salakia? What's the chapter?
Songs of Solomon 3 and 8.
3 and 8. Songs of Solomon 3 verse 8. They all hold swords, being experts in war.
Try 7.
7. 7. Yeah. Behold his bed, which is Solomon's. 80 valiant men are about it.
So they say the same thing about King James. Exact same thing. The Bible says Solomon's bed, around his bed, got a bag of man around his bed. So what did they say? Some orgy happening here. Why has he got bare man around his bed, man? Does anyone know?
Khan, it's like the other one. Khan. There is bodyguards, man.
There you go, man. You can drop on the hand, man. And how do you know there's bodyguards, man? Read the next line, man.
Khan. 80 valiant men are about him, of the valiant of Israel.
The valiant, man. Valiant means brave. Valiant means courageous. It didn't say 3,000 sisters, man. It didn't say 3,000 men in pink shirts, man. It didn't say Nas X was there, man. It said 3,000 valiant men around his bed, man. Keep it in.
Verse 8. They all hold swords.
There you go. They all hold swords, man. They weren't holding sex toys, man. Salakia. They were all holding swords, man, to make sure the king is safe. And they say the same thing about King James, man. King James had a secret passage in his room that led to another man's room, and they go, see that there. You know, what's it? S.M. Reed. The brother's name was called S.M. Reed. And they go, King James had a secret passage that led to S.M. Reed's room. Yeah, because S.M. Reed was his bodyguard, man. That's his bodyguard. S.M. Reed got his room. King James got his room. But S.M. Reed needs to get in King James's room in case of emergency, man. Something was to happen. They got to get in his room. It's his bodyguard. That's why 3,000 men were at the bedside of King Solomon to make sure he's safe, man. And they all hold what? They all hold swords, man. Nothing sexual about this, man. But again, if you're sexual deviant, you see homosexuality, man.
Right.
Because you are one. But I don't see it, man. Some man making sure a man's safe, man. Making sure a man's safe. When are you most vulnerable? When you're sleeping, man. That's why they got to be around you when you're sleeping. You ever heard of the element of surprise? Meaning we attack you when you least expect it, man. Surprise, a shock. And these men are making sure that don't happen, man. making sure no one don't sneak him while he's sleeping, no one don't try poison him, no one don't try kill him in his bed. That's their job, man. Damn. So read that again.
Khan. The whole from the 7 from the top.
Go on.
Khan. Behold, his bed, which is Solomon's 80 valiant men are about it, and the valiant of Israel. Verse 8. Khan, verse 8. They all hold swords, being expert in war.
And these are any man. They are man that's decent with the sword. These are experts, man. Men that train from young. Just like the MI5 and the what do you call it, special secret services, man. They're the best of the best to make sure the president stay safe, man. Right. When the president's driving in a limo, you got the bulletproof glass, the tinted limo tint. You got the best driver, so in case anything was happen, you can make a good getaway. You got the best sharpshooters, you know what I mean, the best of the best, man. And King David had the same thing, the best, man. You're a youth, man, and you're good at the arrow. He's getting you, man. Say, listen, we hear that you're good at the arrow, man. We hear that you're precise to them targets, man. How about you come work for us? You're a man and you're skilled at sword. Guess what? You're gonna go work for that one, man. For the king, man. Just like today, the best of the best get to work for the president, man. His secret services, his armed guard, all that stuff right there. And that's the only reason why King Solomon had men around his bed, man. Damn. Right. So somebody to check themselves, man. That's how you're thinking. And the shame, man. Keep it in.
Khan. Every man has his sword upon his thigh because of fear in the night.
There you go, man. And every man has their sword because of fear of the night. Because everyone knows the night is what brings trouble, man. People attack when? In the night, man, when you're expecting it. Everyone knows at nighttime, that's when it pops off, man. That's when it pops off, man. When do criminals shoot other criminals at nighttime? When the sun goes down, man. In broad daylight, it's broad. Everyone can see you. The lights are on. So you want it dark, man, when no one can see you, man. Put on your black hoodie. And they knew that. That's why they were prepared when? At nighttime, man. Because that's when shit likes to pop off. So lock you. You know what I mean? Give me Jude 7.
God.
Sorry, Jude 1 and 7. So lock you. In fact, could you get me the Buggery law? So this is an old law that was written in British law called the Buggery law, still affecting Jamaica, Buggery. So you might hear Jamaican sometimes call a man a booger man, so they get it from. You get it from the Buggery law. That was their pronunciation, they say booger, but it's Buggery law. And this is I'm not sure, is it a law or act?
It's an act.
It's an act, which was put in place by Henry VIII. The famous Henry VIII, his sixth girl. So again, some research needs to be done on Henry VIII, man. I'm telling you, man. Listen, certain don't smile right with me, man. Like I'm smart enough to know that when you come against the Catholic Church, they like to demonize you. King James came against the Catholic Church, and all of a sudden he's a sexual deviant that has sex with his mom and his sister. Right. Henry VIII comes against the Catholic Church, and now he's a sexual deviant with bare girl, and he can't control himself. He's a sexual animal. You know what I mean? The history I'm reading, he pushed the Buggery law and he killed the Roman Catholic Church, man. So I don't know. It has to be looked into, man, because I've known that when you come against the Catholic Church, all of a sudden, all these rumors start to come out against your name, man. So like it's up one.
I was gonna say, like they're known for being pedophiles in the Catholic Church, anyway, man. So for them to be speaking that King James is homosexual when they're molesting them little boys up in there, you understand? I find that's weird in itself.
You got some nerve, man. Touching little boys, touching people's boy picnic, talking about your King James is homosexual, man. And that's a lie. Right. They put rumors out about King James, man. King James weren't no homosexual, man. There's no proof of it, man. It's how many kids? 7 kids.
Something around
listen, a man with 7 kids loves women, man. So lucky, man. If I had one now, I'd be like, but if a man with 7, damn, listen, you can't get him off his ribs, man. You can't get him off his wife, man.
And Salakia,
go on.
That's something that they say about black men as well. That we what with womanizers and that kind of.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. So
right,
certain smells fishy with me, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna ask speak to my superiors about it, man. You know what I mean? But certain don't sound right, man. When you come against the Catholic Church, all of a sudden you're a womanizer, some lustful guy that got all these wives, and who knows, man? They said that he lied and said his wife was a witch to kill her. For all we know, she probably was a witch, man. How do we know?
Mm.
You know, it has to be looked into, man. But we know how the white man works, man. The white man's tricky, man. It's slick.
That's right.
King Henry VIII ran out the Catholic Church out of England and made his own church. So they're still bitter, man. They would do that, just like with King James. For all you know, his wives probably did do him wrong, and he got new wives, man. But they make like just a lustful and wanted to kill him, and he did all this just to divorce his wife, man, because she gave him a girl. Would it make sense? Would he just try for another one? Yeah, like I ain't got to get a new wife to get a boy pitney. What I got to do is sleep with the same wife and get a boy pitney. There's no what's the big deal, man? And they said this man did it 6 times, not once, 6 times, man. But he was a king. When he says go, he can say, I ain't doing this, man. I'm getting divorced. So they went through all this and lying and this and getting one killed. I don't know, man. It don't sit right with me. But who knows? If you get that from me, the buggery law.
Yeah, and also to add on to that, even in the UK, to call someone a bugger, this is where it comes from.
Damn, don't call me no
your bugger. Now, really, this is where it comes from, but many people, they're not aware of it.
Damn, don't call me no bugger, man. There'll be issues, man. It's a luck, yeah. I'm far from that. Far from that, man. Me to Zappa, no, man. Me to Zappa in a race with how much kids we can get, man. It's lucky. No way, me to Zappa are buggers, man. I'm not having it, man. It's lucky, man. The amount of back work we don't put down in the streets got lucky, but you can't cut us that, man. You get what I mean? But it's like you read it for Baba Kushar.
The Buggery Act 1533, formally an act for a punishment of the vice of buggery.
There you go, buggery, which you're gonna find out what today you call sodomy and so forth.
Was an act of the Parliament of England that was passed during the reign of Henry VIII.
There you go. And no one, the Catholic Church don't teach about this, man. The Catholic Church is supposed to read the Bible, man. But all they talk about is how lust-filled Henry VIII was. They don't say, Henry VIII, he upheld the Bible, man. And the Bible was against buggery, and he passed a law which is also against buggery. They don't talk about that, man. They talk about how much girls he liked and how he was a gallus and, was lust-filled, and all he wants is lust and women, just like a typical black man likes women and women and women. They don't speak about that, man. Why don't they speak about this? This man was upholding laws that was in the Bible, man. No one speak about this, man. They speak he was a liar and how he was fat. They say he was fat in his old age, and if that's even true, man. He was fat, and when he was older, he was fat, and he stank, and women hated him, and he had sores in his leg, and the sores stank and whatnot, man. If it's even true, man. Keep it in.
It was a country's first civil sodomy law. Such offenses had previously been dealt with by the ecclesiastical courts.
There you go. So they're the court. Before the law was passed, there was a court, man, like a vigilante court that they used to deal with it, man. And he put it in law, in writing, that men couldn't do buggery, man.
That's right.
Men couldn't do sodomy. And they don't talk about this. They talk about how wrong he was. He made the Church of England and fought against the Catholics and so forth, man. They don't speak against this. Meanwhile, they'll speak against what? Alexander the Great, man. So-called great that killed people.
Right.
They went around the whole world conquering and they talk about Christopher Columbus like he was so great, man, when he was a murderer, man.
Right.
He's a man, putting biblical laws into law and effect, man. But yet he's a lust-filled demon, man. Keep it in.
The act defined buggery as an unnatural sexual act.
Oh, look at that, man. Even they knew in the 1500s, man. In 2021, we're supposed to know more. We're supposed to have more technology and more this and more advanced. And in the 1500s, they even knew, man, that act was unnatural. It was unnatural, man. 2 men can't make a baby, man. 2 women can't make a baby, man. A man's backside is meant for one thing, man. It ain't for no man to go up there, man. It is unnatural. And they knew back then it was unnatural, man. Here we are in 2021 with the satellites and people on the moon, man. And you're calling it natural. So lucky, man. Have we really made progression or have we digressed, man? Keep it in.
unnatural sexual act against the will of God and man.
And he did it. Why? Because it was biblical at the time, man. It's not biblical no more. So lucky. To us it is, because we actually read the Bible, but to church it ain't, man. To church it's cool, man. It's fine. And that's the problem. The Bible goes, seek ye the old pathways, a good way. And the problem is everybody likes this new way, man. See, we used to think that way, but now we're advancing. Okay, cool, man. When A start to run rampant, man. Damn.
Right.
Keep it in.
This was later defined by the courts to include only anal penetration and bestiality.
And that's also in the Bible too. Bestiality is when you have sex with what? A beast, man. Not only was man on man wrong, he said bestiality was wrong also, man. So when you go to like certain parts of the islands where men have sex with their goat and whatnot, man, that was wrong also, man. That is wrong in the according to the Bible. According to the Bible, that is wrong also. That is also in the Bible, man. Let me get that real quick as well. Show you that he didn't make these laws up by himself, man. It was biblical as what the article says. Let me get mankind lied on a beast. So lucky, 1 second. You carry on, Lucky, I'm sure.
The acts remained in force until it was reappealed and replaced by the Offense Against the Person Act 1828.
So only recently, man, like 200 years ago, they switched it. Before that, from the 15s all the way to the 1800s, this act was in effect, man. Give me Leviticus 20 and 15.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 15. And if a man lie with a beast.
Oh, and there's a video that went viral, man. A man was having sex with a chicken, man. People having sex with goats and stuff, man. I knew a guy that used to fight in Iraq. He said every Friday the Arabs, man, would have sex with goats and that, man. So he used to see them. He said he had a sniper rifle. I used to like just use his scope, just look around. I used to see them having sex with the sheep and goats and that, man. And the Bible said if a man was to do this, we done?
And if a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death.
And that's the punishment for a man having sex with a beast, man. Go find yourself a woman. God, listen, I know some women that look like beasts, man. But the Lord would have sex with. You know what I mean? Why have sex with the actual beast, man? If you want to have sex with a beast, go get a woman that looks like a beast at least, man. Damn, they ain't hard to find. Those out there, man. You want to have sex with a beast? Have a sex with a woman that looks like a beast, man. Don't actually get no beast. Damn, man, having sex with the woman what's that famous one? The woman had sex with a horse and died.
Yeah.
And that was judgment. That was judgment from the Lord, man.
That's right.
It's an abomination in the Bible, man. Man having sex with an animal, man. Oh, keep it in.
And ye shall slay the beast.
And that man shall die, and the beast shall die also, man. Ain't no making lamb chops after a man don't put sperm in that, man. Ugh. Ain't no making no beef burgers after a man that has sex with that, man. Get rid of that, man. Kill that also, man.
Right.
Put that on my plate. That beast is what's the word? Defiled, man.
Yeah.
I don't want lamb chops after you've done been doing all types of nastiness with that sheep, man.
Yeah.
I don't want no Big Mac after you don't kiss up that cow, man. Ugh, that cow gotta go, man. Burn that. Cow.
And
Slacky, go ahead.
And Slacky as well. You wouldn't want to put it back to mate with any other beast neither, because it's been defiled.
There you go, man. There you go, man. That sheep been defiled, and then that sheep goes back into your barn and has sex with another sheep. Man, that sheep gotta go, man.
Right.
Sheep gotta go. Years ago, when I was just coming to the truth, they was mocking the Bible, man, and they were saying, "Why does the Bible say kill the sheep?" You know, it wasn't the sheep's fault, but they don't understand that we're clean people, man. But something defiled, it has to go, man. But something unclean, it gotta go. That's why the sheep did nothing wrong. Sheep, you know, it didn't know no better, like you said. But the sheep gotta go, man. It's like I can't have lamb chops with that, man. I don't care. It's a no matter gravy can wash off. No matter gravy can wash off what you done did to that sheep, man. So lucky gotta go, man. No matter cheese and that hamburger can drown out the taste of some man lying down with that beef. I can't have it, man. Like, that gotta go, man. Kill off that, burn that, man. You know, we start fresh, man. And if a man has sex with all his sheep, then guess what? All the sheep gotta go along with him. Along with him. Keep reading other one, please, Bible Show.
Right. The person 1828 and buggery remained a capital offense.
Capital punishment, man. Capital punishment. That means you die, man. And buggery was a capital offense, man. And it was that long. What until when?
Until 1861.
Until 1861, man. Until 200 years ago, man. From the 1500s all the way to the 1800s, man. That was a capital offense. And guess what? This law still exists in Jamaica to this day. Right. And guess who put it there? The British put it there, man. And the British look at black people like with animals, man. You put that law there, man, yourself, man. Jamaica, you black people, animals, you want to kill people. Listen, that was your law, man. You taught us about this. Don't get angry now. Keep it.
Though the last executions were in 1835.
The last execution was in 1835. So the last man to die for this offense, according to the law, was in 1835, man. And in Jamaica, probably yesterday. I don't know, actually. Things have changed now. Who knows, man? But you could give me Jude 1 and 7, Baba Kushar.
God. Jude chapter 1, verse 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah.
And Sodom and Gomorrah was 5 cities known for sexual deviancy, man. It was known for it. Right. And the Lord's going, Jude, in the book of Jude, obviously, is referring back to what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All the sexual acts. And this is what he said about Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Keep it in.
Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication.
And these people were given after fornication. Fornication is unlawful sex, man. Unlawful sex. So homosexuality will be fornication, man. Bestiality will be fornication, man. What else? A man having sex with his mom is fornication. Fornication is all of them put together. Fornication is not a man having sex with 2 women. Well, it is fornication if you do it together. It's wrong. But if a man got 1 wife and has another wife, it's not fornication according to the Bible. I challenge anyone to show me that that's fornication. That isn't fornication according to the Bible, man. If a man got 2 wives, then he got 2 wives, man. Fornication is unlawful sex. And Judy's saying that the Lord killed Sodom and Gomorrah. Why? Because of their unlawful sex, man. Sodom and Gomorrah did not burn because they were thieves. It didn't burn because they were rapists or because they were actually, but was it because there was sorcerers? It burned. Why? Because they dealt in unlawful sex, man, and that's why they got burned, man. That's why they got made an example out of, man. Keep reading.
And the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh.
And they went after strange flesh, man. What's strange flesh, man? A man's flesh with another man's flesh. That's strange, man. A man's flesh is strange to us in the I.S.U.P.K, man. Now, the woman's flesh ain't strange to us, man. We're familiar with that kind of flesh. We're like, oh, those breasts and I'm joking. That breast and soft skin. We're familiar with that, man. Right. But the same flesh is strange flesh. Is weird. Strange means weird. And these people in Sodom and Gomorrah was going after strange flesh, man. And for that reason, the Lord burnt the whole city down, man. For that reason, for nothing else. For that reason, man. So don't tell me it's okay for 2 men to marry, man. Don't tell me it's okay and God approves of it because love is love and you can't choose who you love, man. When God burnt 5 cities down, man, it mattered to God, man. It mattered to God because God burned 5 cities down because of them same acts, man. So don't tell me it's no big deal. Don't tell me 2 men can marry when God burnt down 5 cities because they was doing this stuff, man. It matters, man. It matters. And black men, make sure you don't get played, man. Guess why? You'll be the next one to die, man. Don't let them lie to you and play you and lie to you. They've been playing us for too long, telling us about Christmas, telling us about Easter, man. And the more we celebrate these things, we die. And they're telling you to don't fight your lust, man. Just give into it, man. You was made this way. You was born this way. You're a woman trapped in a man's body. Black man, you better fight it, man. You better fight it. Why? Because you end up the exact same way, man. You end up like Rolling Ray. You end up like these 5 cities burnt to death, man.
Right.
You reading?
Are set forth for an example.
And these cities, these people that burned to death was an example, man. Meaning you're supposed to read about Sodom and Gomorrah and say, you know what? I can't do this no more, man. You're supposed to read about Sodom and Gomorrah and say, I ain't going to no gay pride, man. I ain't wearing no rainbow colors, man. The Lord made him an example, man, so that you would change your life, man. You're supposed to read about meteorites raining on a city, man. When a meteorite hits the atmosphere, it turns into flames, man. And that's what you're reading about. Meteorites crashing through the roofs of people's houses, man, and killing them. Crashing through the roofs of people's houses and coming through the windshield of people's cars, man. And going in people's cots and killing their babies, man. You're supposed to read about that and say, listen, I don't want no part of that, man. I don't want to die like how they die, man. That's what you're supposed to read about and say, I can't do it. The Lord made him an example, man, so that you would change your life. You know, when a drug dealer makes an example of a man that owes him money, so that why? Next time you'll pay on time, man. You saw what happened to little Tyrone. He was £5 short, man, and T-Bone killed him. And what happens? That story goes off at the ends, man. You go, listen, you better owe my money, man, because listen, I heard he killed him for £5, man. You go, I don't lie. You make sure you pay. And also in the movie Friday, when he goes to big, he goes, I heard Worm killed man over $50, man. Like even crazy scared, like, yo, listen, 50 is low, but it shows you that big Worm not play that much. That for £50 he's willing to go to jail, man. And the Lord did the same thing. The Lord did the same. The Lord made an example out of them. Said, listen, I killed a whole city, man. A whole city. London's a city. Birmingham's a city, man. These are cities that what comprise of millions of people. And the Lord wiped them all out, man. Wiped all of them out, man. Dead bodies everywhere, man. Corpses everywhere. Fire everywhere, man. Injured bodies, limbs, arms, legs, blood everywhere, man. Just so one black man can read it and go, nah, man, I'm changing my life, man. That's why it's in the Bible, man. Keep reading.
God are set forth for an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire.
There you go, man. Suffering the vengeance of eternal fire, man. Listen, this is my favorite precept here, man. When the Bible says this, remember I keep telling people when people read the Bible and they talk about the Bible says forever, and this is how black people talk, man. It said these people in Sodom and Gomorrah got what? Everlasting fire, man. Now we know that they ain't burning today. That's how black people talk, man. Like when man go, yo, listen, you're ever hungry, man. You know what I mean? You're forever hungry, man. It means every time I see you, you're talking about you're hungry, man. Right. We know Sodom and Gomorrah ain't burning right now, man. That's how black people talk. So when it says you're burning the lake of fire forever, I don't mean forever, man. Christians read that and go, oh my God, there's a place we can burn forever in hell. Listen, it means for a long time, man. That's how black people talk. The Bible goes, people of Sodom and Gomorrah were burning forever, man. And you can go to Iraq right now and they ain't burning. This means for a long time. And that's how the Bible's written, man. When the first said this precept, this is the precept that the general showed to me to let me know that everything you read in the Bible ain't literal, man. That's how black people talk, man. Especially if you're a Benjamite. Oh God, Benjamites are the most over-exaggerating people in the world, man. Oh my, them niggas can exaggerate, man. Like, yo, I saw 100 man. You know, it wasn't 100 man. It's like at least 4. You know what I'm saying? They're exaggerating, man.
Good.
I like to put the emphasis on the word. Because the man come with one big gun, put that big means yo, it was massive. And the gun, it wasn't that big, man. It wasn't the gun wasn't no out to the order. It was an average size gun, man. They don't make guns 10 foot tall. But the way he describes it, you think, whoa, how big was this gun, man? You want to see the gun with the man pull out, you know, the gun big. You're thinking, yo, shit. It's a regular Glock, man. But it's how black people exaggerate, man. So luck, yeah. But keep reading.
And on verse 8. Likewise also, these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities.
All right, give me the one, the famous one. Let me get another one, man, I'd like to use, man. Which, again, it's just ridiculous, man. Luke 17 and 34. Any question online real quick, no?
Luke 17, what is it? 34.
24, Baba Kushar.
Luke chapter 17, verse 24. For as the lightning that lighteneth out of the one part on the heaven shineth unto the other part on the heaven, So,
Wait.
shall also.
Sorry. Give me 26. Give me 26.
26. Luke chapter 17, 26. And as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man.
So he's saying the same way how it was in the days of Noah is the same way it's going to be when Christ returns. That's what it means in the day of Son of Man. So how it was in Noah, everyone was living their life carefree, and then one day it rained. Likewise, when Christ comes back, everyone going to be living their life, LGBT parade, and people are going to get in their rainbow tattoos. And it's living life, man, until Christ comes back. Then everybody wants to change, but it's too late, man. Christ saying the exact same way how it happened in Noah's time is the exact same way it's going to happen in his time. Keep it in.
Verse 27. They did eat and drink. They married wives. They were given in marriage.
There you go. He's saying people living their life, getting married, living, doing what people do, man. Getting married, going to their job, slavery, just living life carefree like Christ won't return, man. Until one day it rained. And it rained some more. And people are like, it's 5 days in a week, 5 days in a row. It's still raining. That's strange. Yeah, 2 weeks and no rain. Okay, it doesn't matter. Until the rain was up here, man. Right. I thought, shit, I think Noah was right, man. Noah was right, man. Noah opened the ark, man. Everyone got all scared and shit. Like, Noah, this is, we believe you now, man. Likewise, you in the UPK, man. People, you're on the podium in Birmingham Town Centre, in London, in Brixton. And what's everyone doing? Just shopping, man. Living their life, man. About to go Primark right now. Who's crazy niggas, man? Oh, they're mad. I was living their life. Everything's cool, man. I was going to the shop, got shopping bags. They pass you again on the way out. You know what I mean? They might say, "Oh, you're a liar, man. Go get a job, man." Until one day, things are happening, man.
Right.
Coronavirus, happens like we prophesied it would happen, man. The Lord let the plagues loose like we prophesied would happen. And then one day, where's my I.S.U.P.K guys, man? I got some questions, man. I want to ask them something. They got the answers. They got the answers to my questions, man. And it's too late, man. Likewise, it was too late in the time of Noah, man. You know what I mean? Where's them? Anyone got a flyer? I need that number, man. I saw they gave me a flyer, but I threw man on the floor. I need that flyer, man. Where did I put it, man? Shit. They're gonna want that flyer back, man. I need that number. Do you remember the number? If it was 07, what 395 Lodge Road? I can't remember. They're gonna want it back, man. And by then it's too late, man.
That's right, man.
You're gonna wish you kept that flyer. You're gonna wish you was listening to what we were teaching you, man.
Right.
Give me verse 30, like 34.
It's like not even far-fetched, but like going. Like I get people asking me as well about, what do you think about the coronavirus? You know what I mean? So on and so on, man. I said it's from the Lord, man. The Lord is sending. Yeah.
It's like you Christ even back here, and I get that already. People that don't even listen to me when times are hard. Guess what? My phone rings, man. Yeah, I remember one time he was saying something. I listen, this is on a small scale, man. Did you get that as well? Get that as well. People that don't want to listen when times are hard, guess who they call me, man? Right. Oh yeah, with the Bible, what does it say about blah 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 blah? I tell them, listen, if I break it down to you, are you gonna come class? No, then you waste my time, man. You're really wasting my time. If you don't want to be in here and build, then you're wasting my time, man. Yeah. When the coronavirus hit, people's contacting the school, man. So what do you think about it? What about this? What about that, man? Mm-hmm. One brother had problems with his wife. One time, true story, and he's a part of a faith Israelite group, man. And he had problems with his wife, and he had questions that his Israelite group couldn't answer, man. And guess what? He sat right here in these chairs, man. He's my best student I've seen ever. His hand was up, everything, man. And he took our counsel, man, and then didn't come back. People know who the Lord's with, man. They're just too lazy, too proud, too lustful to come and serve the Lord, man. Until they get beaten by God, then they want to come and serve, man. He was right here, sat at the front, man. Sat at the front, gave a generous donation, man. And got his question answered, broken down to a T, man. And that's what it is with you. People know you're the truth, man. They know you're the truth. They know what you teach is the truth, but they just don't want to put the weed down the shit, man. The weed's calling them, the crack's calling them, all them whores are calling them, and they just can't put it down, man. But they know you're the truth, man. Keep it in.
They were given in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all.
Yeah, they was living their life carefree, man, until one day the flood came and killed them all, man.
That's right.
Living the life carefree, just like everybody, man. Everybody wants the Lord's help. When everyone sells drugs until they get locked up, they don't want the Lord's help, man.
Right.
Living life carefree. Give me verse 34, Baba Kushar.
God, verse 34. I tell you, in that night there shall be two men in one bed. The one shall be taken, and the other shall be left.
There you go, man. The Christians read that and say, "Wow, what's two men doing in the bed, man? What's two men?" The point Christ is making is that when it comes back, some of us are going to be saved, some of us are not going to be saved, man. He's making it like you could be close to somebody, you could be tight, work with someone, and in one workplace, one man might be taken, the other one will be left, man. In one family, one will be taken, the other one will be left, man. It had nothing to do with homosexual activities, man. If you look in the Bible dictionary, that word bed there means couch, man. I mean, two men are sitting down, having a pint, man, playing dominoes, man. It's showing you that you could be tight with somebody and one will get saved. Why? Because one's keeping the commandments, man. Christ wants that, man, and the other one won't be, man. One will be taken up in the chariots and the other one won't be, man. That's the point he's making right here, man. But when you're sexual deviant, you think, whoa, what's two men doing in the bed, man? Because you know what you would do in the bed with the next man. That's why, man. He ain't talking about that, man. Keep it in.
And so that's the other one as well, if I may. It says, yeah, there shall be two men plowing in a field, same precept, and one shall be taken. Right?
There you go.
Once again, man.
So the point is making that everyone won't be saved, even though you're tight, even though you know you're gonna be cousins that are gonna want to keep smoking weed, man. And they ain't gonna make it, man.
Right.
There's gonna be people in a workplace. That's what it means, plowing in the field. Plowing is work. You plow the ground. You can't put seeds on the dry ground. Nothing will grow. You have to plow the ground, man. Get that, turn the ground over, then put seeds in it. So you got your slavery. To that point, you got your slavery that you work on, man. And his brothers in that slavery that you work with that ain't gonna make it, man. You are though. Because you made your election sure. You'll be taken, they'll be left, man. That's the point it's making, man. To work with someone means you're close. So you work on the same job with someone for 10 years, you're close, man. Even though you're close, you're gonna make it and they're not, man. Even though you and the man at the same table, man, you're taking he's not, man. Even though you both live in England together, man. Even though you both go for the same oppression, man. Your life is different from his life, and that's why you're gonna be taken, and he won't be, man. Keep it in.
God. And the other shall be left. 35. Two women shall be grinding together. The one.
There you go, man. There you go, man. These disgusting bastards hear that and say, "Oh, what are two women grinding, man?" Oh, the grind. What does grinding mean, man? I wonder what grinding means. It does not mean it don't mean rubber dub, man. So like you go to that one.
So in like the mill when you're grinding the wheat at the mill, right? So one's on this side, one's on that side, pushing the wheel around to grind the wheat. One should be taken and left the other one behind, man.
There you go, man. And that's why Zarpans are offsetting the UPK, man.
That's right.
And you're smoking weed, man. Grinding does not mean what it means today, man. Wheat comes in a hard shell, and you gotta grind the shell off and get the wheat, man. And it's a two-man job. That's why I go. Two women will be grinding together. It's a two-man job, just like hewing down wood, man. You got a big saw. One man will pull the saw, and the other one will pull it back. It's a two-man job, man. What else to do? What plowing also is a two-man job, minimum, and that's what it means, man. It don't mean two women are gonna be having sex. It means they be grinding, it means just working, doing their day-to-day activities, man. You grind, you work what every day. Something you do every day, man.
All right, so grind on the slave. It's like other one. Grind on the slave, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to my grind, man. Or you know. Oh,
come on, man. Zarpon said it best, man. People say today, what do people say about making money? I'm grinding, man. I'm going to my grind. Exactly. Because back then we used to grind, man. Oh, someone got hit. Ouch. Someone got licked outside, man. So lucky, yeah. But yeah, carry on.
Gone. The one shall be taken and the other left. Two men shall be in the field.
There you go. Working. What are two men doing in the field, man? They're working, man. What do you find in the field? In the field, you find trees, man. You're cutting trees down. You got wood. You take that wood back to the city, man. And guess what? You can sell firewood, make some money. You can sell paper, make some money. You can sell wood so people can make houses and doors and so much things you can do with wood, man. That's why they're in the field, man. What else in the field also? Deer is in the field, man. And two men can shoot a deer, bring it back, and sell it for meat on the market, man. What else in the field, man? The field is a place where you can make loads of money, man.
Right. Plowing the field.
Plowing you got land. You want to plow it in the field. You can clear all the bush and all the weeds out, man, and make corn and turn that field into what? A cornfield, man.
Right.
If you're homosexual, you see man in the field hiding, have this. Oh, come on, man. You're such lucky, man. So, it don't say much. It's not a lot about you and not the scripture, man.
That's right.
Forget the scripture a second. It's not a lot about you, man. How you're nasty your mind is, man. But anyway, that's the class. The one's up on for reading. Suck it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's because of the way of this world where these little sexual deviancy words and displays that they use that falls upon our people's minds, you know what I'm saying, as well. And they think like this when they read things like this, that's how they think, man. You know what I mean? But
they know what they know what they would do if they was in the field alone with a man, you see. You know, they're like, if I was ever in the field with a man alone, I know what I would do. So this must speak about this what he's doing in the field must be what I would do in the field. Because you leave me in the field alone with a man, I know what I'm gonna do. That's the reason why, man. So luck, yeah. You know, we're normal people. We're normal, just natural people. So we know what two men are doing in the field. Who's normal? But somebody with a sick mind, he knows what he would do. So evidently, he must be talking about what he would do, man. Damn, what he would do would get himself killed, man, in the future, man. What he would do would get himself AIDS, man.
That's right.
That's the class. Round over to priest and prophet, captain of 10,000 Prussia, with the announcements and the salute. Salute.
All right. So with that, we're going to give a teacher the one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I.M.A.D.I.A.M. Men of Israel, I.M.A.D.I.A.M. Shabbat. I.M.A.D.I.A.M. Barak. Yahweh Bar Shem Yahweh Shai Barak Athar.
Yahweh Bar Shem Yahweh Shai Barak Athar.
Yad Yemata. Class dismissed.
Come on, tough one.
No sweat, I don't want.